Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Right as I began speaking for this reading, I heard a message that someone is really being called to embrace their authenticity in some way, in a way that might actually scare this person a little bit. I'm hearing that someone I'm channeling here, you may have spent a lot of your life consciously or unconsciously diluting yourself, your gifts, your abilities, your dreams to make other people feel more comfortable. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So someone could have Virgo energy here. I'm also getting something about the color green. But what I really get with this card is that now is the time for someone to be giving of their true gifts to the world. I'm hearing you are a gift that you are being called to be giving to the world. It's like a strange energy. You are the gift. You are the mission. Just by standing in your light, by sharing your passion, you are inspiring more people around you than you realize. The card Step Out of Your Comfort Zone came out here as well. I'm hearing something as grounding that may have been in your head for a long time. So I'm getting a lot of feminine energy from these cards as well, although of course, always take these messages as they resonate with you, and I know that they will connect differently for different people, so only take what feels right in your soul. But I do feel that for some who are listening, you will identify as a divine feminine energy. And do keep in mind also, of course, these labels, masculine and feminine, are not referring to particular genders. These are actually energetically based labels. So whenever I say his or her, he or she, I am really just using these terms for shorthand. But again, these are actually energetic descriptors. Adjustments are required. I feel this energy of your guides trying to call something to your attention here, something within yourself that needs to be brought to light, that needs to be healed or to be illuminated. So I am going to reshuffle the other cards here and begin by channeling more specifically into this. But before I do that, be sure to subscribe if you would like me to channel specifically for you and your situation, because by liking the video and subscribing, these are ways of exchanging energy with me and with this channel, and that does allow me to read you more easily. So what adjustments are required for this beautiful divine feminine coming through here? Financial constraints in the upright position. Something about finances or work could be affecting someone's confidence here. I feel this card really heavy on the solar plexus chakra. So it's possible that some divine feminine here has actually been feeling physical feelings of anxiety or uncertainty, adjacent possibilities in the upright position. And this could be related again to something financial, something work related. Specifically, I'm hearing there could feel as though there is something that has been entrapping you or holding you back from your true soul purpose, or at least that's how it feels from your perspective sometimes. This could be a restrictive work environment, a connection in your life, but I am feeling that for most, this will be a feeling or fear or limitation mentality around finances, specifically around the way in which you generate abundance and material things into your life. Interesting. So with adjacent possibilities upright, I feel your spirit guides are opening your eyes right now to broaden your horizons around work and finances in the way that you bring, again, abundance, material stability into your life. They are really calling you to connect with the spiritual truth that as you begin to generate more energy, more passion in your life, as you begin to really focus your beautiful, powerful energy in the direction of where your soul desires to go, very often those very soul desires are actually speaking to your soul's true purpose. And I keep hearing this message of, as you step forward in the dark along this path, walking your purpose, you will be provided for. You are going to be supported by the universe. Also, the number 555 came out here. And I'm getting that for someone, there is this message that things are changing very fast for you, faster than your conscious minds may fully realize. Again, especially around the way in which you handle work, career, finances, life purpose, something related to one of those things. But also, interestingly, because so far this has felt very much like a life path, kind of life purpose guidance message. But the door to romance came out here as well. And this is sitting on the third eye chakra. So what this tells me is that also something that needs to be brought to light for you, Divine Feminine, that your guides are trying to communicate with you about is something to do with love. Specifically, I'm seeing some kind of new phase, cycle, door opening in love that may have been closed for a long time. I'm getting a name with a K for someone. For some reason, I'm hearing the name Kelly for someone as well. But I feel that for someone here, there is this message of your intuition has been sensing this new phase, this new beginning in love coming in, and you've been correct about this. This may have even created a sense of urgency for someone that was really confusing. Urgency in terms of like suddenly feeling as though you're about to meet someone important in love, but almost when the ego gets involved here, there can be a little bit of a frantic energy because it's like, wait a second, I can feel this person spiritually in my soul. I feel as though I've met them energetically. So where are they? And of course, then the ego sometimes runs wild and causes us to feel a bit frantic or urgent when we feel that a soulmate is coming in. I might speak more on this in a future podcast. It's really an interesting feeling. Some people call this feeling of, I don't want to say it's anxiety, but it's almost like I've heard it referred to as the Christmas morning feeling, the feeling you get right before Christmas morning as a kid when you know Christmas is coming and you're so excited it's like hard to sleep. And sometimes we get this so-called Christmas morning feeling when something new is about to come into our life, because being this very intuitive being that you are capable of sensing things before they happen. I heard psychic, so you may actually be very in tune with these psychic gifts. And because of this, again, it's something with love, like you meeting this person in dreams or sensing this person in some way and feeling them as if like you can almost reach out and touch them. They are like right there. I'm hearing they are every way with you, except at times in the physical. Now, for some of you, this could refer to a person that you've just met, that you've already met. But if you've met this person, I do see still this connection as being very new for you. And again, take this as it resonates, because for other people listening, I do feel that this could also indicate a new cycle, new chapter, a new phase in love with potentially the same person. So again, this doesn't necessarily mean a brand new person in love coming in. It could be representative of a new cycle. However, for most, I do see this being some kind of entirely new connection. With the World card in the reverse position, closing off, shutting down, resisting expansion. And this is sitting on the hearts. Wow, I'm feeling this almost like aching feeling, this longing feeling in my hearts. I feel as though I'm channeling a divine feminine here who was closed off to this new romantic cycle or even this new person coming into their life because, and I'm getting a T name for someone here, but not for everyone. There's something here about wanting to wait on someone or something else. resisting opening up to new people or opportunities in love or a new phase in love because they were already holding on so tightly to something. And you guys know I don't often use the traditional tarot deck, but here we do have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. So I am going to channel a few messages for this card for us here, but bear with me because I am still fairly new using the traditional tarot. I do really love these cards though. Imbalanced, unorganized, overwhelmed, messiness, chaos, overextending. I feel that could represent this love situation that you've been holding on to. Something about this thing feels very messy, very heavy, very chaotic, very difficult to grasp or hold on to. Quite frankly, the feeling I'm getting from this card is someone who is just tired of waiting, tired in love. And the message from your guides is like you're feeling really exhausted, really tired, really unsupported in the 3D by whatever love connection you're holding on to. And then suddenly, King of Cups in the upright position. Suddenly, something brand new and fresh and exhilarating, and I feel someone like getting butterflies in their stomach or feeling their heart pounding, feeling a rush of adrenaline. Someone who is emotionally available, or a connection that is emotionally open and available and very connected comes in for you almost quite suddenly. It feels like almost a shock to the system. And the reason I'm getting this again, regardless of whether this has happened for you or something that you've sensed coming, the feeling is that you haven't felt this way for a very long time. In fact, so long that there's a part of you that's almost believed you were not capable of feeling that rush of emotion, of excitement, of exhilaration in love because you'd been, I'm hearing, hung up on this other thing, this person, this situation for so long. Yeah, strategy in the reverse position. But what this new cycle, this new phase coming in for you is requiring of you is to release something that you had planned, that you had held on to for a very long time, that had become really heavy for you. For some reason, I keep getting the image of a piece of jewelry that suddenly begins to feel really heavy, almost like, I want to say it's like a wedding ring or engagement ring, but that might just be symbolic for you, that some kind of token connection or some kind of love connection that came with a lot of sense of obligation began to feel very heavy for someone. Again, it was something where they found themselves overworking, overextending, and yet I keep hearing this person say like something about this just didn't feel like it was working out. It just kept seeming to stop in its tracks, to not quite come together. And it was so frustrating and tiring. But now it's like I feel your spirit guides calling you to release this preset, pre-existing plan that you had created for how things were supposed to go, to loosen up and kind of open yourself up a little bit, because I see that again, there is this new phase in love, or this new person potentially for some trying to make their way in. And again, this is something that your intuition has picked up on. The numbers 14 and 22 came out, by the way, if that's significant for someone. The word darkness came out. Yeah, I feel that this person I'm speaking to, because of holding on so tight to, again, what I feel was a love situation that felt very messy, chaotic, caused you to overextend or feel tired. It felt like being in this really dark tunnel that you had been in for so long, you actually forgot on some level that you were in it. But then suddenly it's like you step out into the lights, and there is this feeling of freedom and exhilaration and excitement, but also a feeling of nostalgia and sadness and a bit of fear here too, because I do feel that something about this feels really unfamiliar to you. Something about this exciting new phase feels strange and uncertain in and of itself, even though it is a very positive thing for you. Very interesting energy coming through here. Yeah, going back to that King of Cups card here, I feel this new person or this new phase coming in involves for you, Divine Feminine, a masculine who is stable, who is a very good communicator, who is present with you, who is very compassionate. And there's something about them being extremely emotionally intelligent and very gentle as well. They have a very gentle yet old soul kind of energy to them. So I'm going to shuffle some of these emotion cards and see if I can pull out any more information here. Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So I see that it's like, this is the imagery I'm getting. It's like this King of Cups, energetically or literally, depending on whether you've met this masculine yet, is trying to take you by the hands and lead you into something happy, something fulfilling, something compassionate. But I see you, Divine Feminine, looking back over your shoulder to this situation, potentially with another masculine that was messy, that was chaotic, that was tiring, and yet was also very intense. And I feel a lot of spiritual power coming from that connection as well. And I do sense that whoever you are, you might be feeling a lot of worry and anxiety, not just looking back on the past of this connection that you feel you are leaving behind, but also because there are some more subconscious worries that your spirit guides are trying to illuminate within you, worries about actually allowing yourself to have exactly what your heart wants, worries about your worthiness of the kind of love that this new energy, this King of Cups energy, or this new phase of your life is trying to offer you. Yeah, and above all, happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. You know what I'm getting from some Divine Feminines here with this reading? It's almost an energy of someone catching themselves being incredibly happy in this new headspace or with this new masculine kind of King of Cups energy, if this is coming into your life, but then thinking, wait a second, this feels really unfamiliar. It feels strange to be this happy. And what I wanted to say is, for some, it almost feels like being a little bit guilty for feeling so happy, for feeling so supported, wondering on this deep subconscious level, am I truly worth this kind of happiness? And as I said that, are you worth this kind of happiness? The card that came out is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That is a resounding yes. And I feel that is what your guides are trying to illuminate for you, Divine Feminine. Most of all, it is this message of you deserve to be truly, deeply happy, to enjoy this beautiful, exhilarating life experience. You are worthy of a love that is stable and compassionate and emotionally vulnerable, and one that supports you. Wow, very intense messages. I'm getting goosebumps just channeling your energy. So thank you to those of you who brought your beautiful, powerful energy and intentions to this reading, because we really are co-creating all of these readings together. So I am going to pull a few final higher self or spirit guide messages for you, Divine Feminine, at this time that I feel could be coming with a roller coaster of emotions for you. These highs of being happier at certain moments than maybe you've ever felt, but also these lows of uncertainty, of worry, and that subconscious fear of, can I really be this happy, or do I deserve this kind of happiness? Am I making the right choice here, leaving this messy, chaotic, heavy, and yet very spiritually intense situation in the past? So I'm going to pull some more guidance cards for you. But first, if you are connecting with this reading, I do recommend exploring my subliminal called the Awakened Divine Feminine. This is a subliminal meditation designed to really assist you along this journey with everything we've been channeling through this reading, to help you release blockages, limitations around fully embracing and stepping into your true divine feminine power, really reconnecting with your own inner worth and value, which when you begin to do this, you truly become magnetic, not just in love, but in all areas of your life. So this will help you to clear out any subconscious blocks in these areas, because again, as we know, it's the subconscious that actually controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. And subliminals are a really powerful tool for deeply reprogramming the subconscious mind. So this awakened divine feminine subliminal comes from my website, soundandsoulful.com. So as you can see on the screen, on this website, I've created over 100 subliminals for every area of life. So I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts like confidence and happiness, for manifesting specific things into your life, for love and relationships, and for so much more. And you can try out any subliminal I've created, or even combine them into your own custom private playlists by creating a free trial account on my website. And all of the information for this awakened divine feminine subliminal meditation is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. But I want to go ahead and pull just a few messages of guidance for you, Divine Feminine. Deep cellular healing. So I'm also getting this side message. Whoa, a million cards just flew out there. I'm also getting this side message for you, Divine Feminine, that there is this very deep shift happening within you. Now, this may have to have its own space in a separate reading, so do let me know in the comments if you would like to hear more about this shift happening for Divine Feminines. But I see that, again, there is this powerful healing, but at times this may manifest as a purging taking place, meaning you might actually have symptoms of fatigue, of tiredness. I've mentioned this before, but you may continue to have skin rashes, breakouts, strange skin manifestations that we might label as problems. Although the thing about all of these manifested physical signs and symptoms for you, Divine Feminine, is I really strongly feel these are actually signs of a deep spiritual healing. As this card says, a healing happening at the cellular level that is actually shifting you onto a different plane of existence and resulting in powerful shifts in your life as well. And finally, a last message from your guides here: forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. I'm hearing that for some Divine Feminines, you may be struggling to make some kind of a decision. And once again, this is another thing that I might have to channel more deeply into in a different reading, because we are starting to approach almost 25 minutes here. But I am getting that if you are struggling to make some kind of a choice, and I have to say, for whoever this is for, this choice feels pretty weighty. It feels like this is a crossroads, like whatever choice you make is really going to dictate what path you are going to be on in the future. And it's like I almost see these two paths laid out before you, and they start merged together, which is where you're at now. But once you make this decision, those paths very quickly diverge very far apart from one another. There's this feeling of your life taking a major turn either direction, depending on which thing you choose. And because of that, I feel someone here who potentially has been procrastinating making this choice or decision. And what I'm hearing from your guides is, if you are struggling to make this choice, now, for some of you, this might be an easy mental exercise they're giving you because you may already have children, specifically a daughter. But if you don't have children or a daughter, imagine that you are speaking to your daughter and she is coming to you. Imagine you are your own daughter. You are that inner child within you coming to yourself with this problem, with this point of confusion, asking your own self, what path should I take here? And I want you, and your guides are really urging you to ask yourself, what choice would you advise your own daughter to make? And the reason they're having you do this exercise is because I feel for whoever this is for, you have such a compassionate energy and I'm choking up just channeling into your energy because there's so much light around you and you give so much grace, so much light to other people. But the problem is sometimes you over self-sacrifice yourself. Sometimes you have difficulty making the best decision for you because you don't always treat yourself with the same kindness and respect and adoration and grace that you would treat other people with. Most of all, in the situation of a child, someone being your daughter. So that is why you're being asked to think or to look at the situation outside of yourself and to ask, what would I advise someone I truly love and adore and care about? And also to do some self-reflection in your life on why you would give yourself different advice than that person you so deeply love and cherish and care about. Because I feel that for some listening, there could be a little bit of inner child healing work for you to do in that respect as well. So wow, very, very powerful messages at the end of this reading. And again, the link to my Awakened Divine Feminine Subliminal to really assist you in reactivating your inner Divine Feminine power, stepping into that true goddess energy, magnetizing yourself for your desires, releasing limiting beliefs around accessing your Divine Feminine power. That again is linked in the pinned comments and description box under the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next reading.